This is Ryan Koenig from St. Louis, Missouri's The Goldenrods, and you're listening to KOPN here in Columbia, Missouri, 89.5 FM.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM, 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon. It is time once again for Open Mic Radio. Welcome to the show. We are going to get it rolling with one from our featured artist this afternoon. Check it out. This is DJ Sunbear. Wow. All right, welcome to the program, everyone. It is Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, Saturday the 5th of October. Can you believe it? We're already into the month of October. Time flies, as they say. Good to be with you all, though, on a wonderful Saturday afternoon once again. And lots of great music in store for you for the next couple hours. Maybe a friend or two dropping by. We'll see. I'm glad you're with us. So we do this most every Saturday afternoon from 4 to 6 p.m., live music and interviews with some of Missouri's finest musicians and bands. My name is Mike Hagan. I am not joined, as usual, by Kind Kurt. However, and Memphis is not here as well, but we do have C. Lark in the house. Mr. Clark is with us, providing a little camaraderie, and we got some theme music. You know, I love having Clark on the drums for the intro. But anyway, what we do, though, we feature awesome local and regional music and the artists who create it. So it's a beautiful day out there. I hope you're enjoying it. I'm super looking forward to the show this afternoon. We've got Ryan Sellers with us, a.k.a. DJ Sunbear.
Yo, yo, yo.
He's got a bunch of great music for us. We're going to get to know him a little bit better and hear a bunch of his songs or compositions. I think maybe it's a better word for this kind of thing that he does. But anyway, Dylan McCord, big quick hello to Dylan. He sent a note and said, have a good show. He's down there at the Biscuits, Beats, and Brews celebration happening down at Cooper's Landing yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We'll talk a little bit about some of the awesome music that's happening down there this weekend. But right now, we're going to do some radio, all right? We'll try to do a rundown of some of the other things that are happening around town. Once again, Biscuits, Beats, and Brews sort of on my radar right now, but I'm sure there's some other things happening. If you've got something on your mind you'd like to share with us, the phone lines are open, 573-443-8255, 573-443-7380, either one of those numbers, 443-8255, 443-7380. And I'll pull the phone out so I can see the damn thing when it's blinking. But yeah, either of those numbers will get you in here to the studio, and you can chat with me and Clark and Ryan, okay? We are down here, as usual, at the wonderful KOPN facilities, 401 Bernadette Drive. Awesome afternoon down here. We were on the air last week and had a wonderful show with an amazing live performance from Drew Baxter, just an outstanding young singer-songwriter who's kind of showed up on the scene in the last 6 to 9 months or so, I guess. But anyway, Drew just played just a bunch of wonderful songs for us. We also had Ann Wright and Elizabeth Fitzpatrick and Don Jordan from the Downtown Poetry Club. They were with us, and they recited some wonderful poetry, and just had a really fun show. We also had a visit, actually, from Soft Crisis, some friends of ours from St. Louis, kind of an alt-rock project from some guys in the scene that used to be here in Columbia a little bit, maybe actually quite a while back, maybe 15 years ago or so. So anyway, if you missed the show, check it out, right? The podcast is there, and it's all cool, right? A couple more things. We'll get to the music. Big thank you to Peter Rabbit. He's grooving on the one mic from 2 o'clock until 4 o'clock, really playing some great stuff. He plays the legends and the latest and the legends, I think is the way Pete puts it. But anyway, wonderful stuff from the hip-hop scene, and I always hear stuff that I would never hear anywhere else. And I was mentioning off the air when Peter was here with us that he pretty much is my compass when it comes to that kind of music, and he's really turned me on to a lot of stuff that I didn't know that I might appreciate. So anyway, he's awesome. That happens before this program. Before Peter is Morgan and a Motherland Jam from noon until 2. Incredible music that Morgan brings us from across the continent of Africa. I think he made it to 14 different countries this afternoon. But wonderful music from the motherland with Morgan and a Motherland Jam. That's from noon to 2. We do it from 4 to 6. Stick around after this program from 6 o'clock until 8. Wonderful reggae music with Rashumba and a reggae party. Right? Where's Kurt when we need him? Anyway, Rashumba does it with you from 6 o'clock until 8 o'clock. Awesome roots rock reggae music. And 8 o'clock until 11, Chris Poirier and Blues on Broadway. Awesome stuff, right? Rhythms of the Future, actually. a program that I've just been introduced to. That comes on at 11 after Chris. So check that out as well. And keep it dialed in here, right? KOPN, round the clock, all right? Your imagination station, baby, 89.5 FM. From here to your ear, we are streaming at kopn.org. And, yeah. Glad to be with you, okay? We've got Clark here. We got DJ Sunbear here. I'm looking for, I think Johnny may stop by, maybe Justin as usual. But anyway, I guess we're ready to roll. So let's put the phone numbers out there one more time. If you want to be a part of it, give us a ring, 443-8255, 443-7380. Otherwise, we're just going to have some fun. Here's some great music like we do every week here on Open Mic Radio, okay? kopn.org. For today's program, we have an outstanding young artist. His name is Ryan Sellers. He is also known as DJ Sunbear. We're going to learn a little bit more about this fella. But first, let's see if maybe we get another song out of him. All right?
Yeah, this is an unreleased track.
Oh, yeah. Where's Kurt when we got the debut, baby?
A debut. It's some interesting dub. 120 beats per minute. Unique.
All right. We'll hear it and we'll learn more about how he does this stuff in a little bit, all right? So, Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
Ce soir, je te suis jusqu'à l'infini.
In particular, some musicians have said that jazz is opposed to poverty, to suffering, to oppression, and therefore jazz is opposed to what the United States is doing in Vietnam. Do you have any comments?
To me, music is an expression of highs. To me, I do. So therefore, brotherhood is there. And I believe with brotherhood there will be no poverty. And also with brotherhood there would be no
war. All right. Very cool. Here, Clark, you might as well sit down and grab that mic too, Clark. Wow. All right, DJ Sunbear in the house with us this afternoon.
Appreciate you listening,
dude. Outstanding. Let's start off with first things first. Where are you from, Ryan?
So I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, a little bit out west in the county. Born and raised, studied at Mizzou.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's the Columbia connection. Huh?
Yep, that's the Columbia connection. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Studied at Mizzou for 4 years. I just graduated. I have a degree in...
like in May?
Yeah, just graduated in May.
Wow,
yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. So that's kind of what I do on the side for money. I do software development, but the truest passion lies in making interesting beats with some bass.
Okay, but you're a software developer as well?
Yeah. So that's kind of the two actually coalesce. Like the way that you think about making bits of code and software is quite similar to the way that you would think about making these like complex electronic productions.
Well, and there's a lot of code and software involved in the equipment that you use to do it.
Yeah, no, true. It's
right?
It's technical, 100%.
All right.
Definitely, yeah.
What's maybe a little bit about your musical background? I mean,
Yeah, so I was in the marching band here at Mizzou, and then I also learned piano when I was younger. I first started initially with DJing and kind of electronic music production my senior year of high school. So I've been doing it now for about 5 years. Yeah, and then I started actually DJing in the local Columbia community around, this was probably 2022.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I had residency at a few local bars. And as I was doing a lot of DJing stuff, my kind of taste for music developed a lot. I don't know, I guess the electronic music that I liked shifted and changed throughout that time period. And I kind of like started out liking a lot more mainstream stuff and like the typical stuff you would hear if you go to like a random club or something. And it went into more like deeper, darker, and also, I guess, jazzier influences that kind of contributes to this sound that you kind of hear now, where it's
What kind of music were you hearing when you were a kid? Like, were your mom and dad listening to music?
yeah.
Or?
So my dad, he's a huge John Denver fan. So like they never really listened to EDM at all. In fact, when I come home and show them my songs, sometimes they'll just, they're supportive of it, but they're like, okay, this is interesting. Right. And my mom, I'll like play the bass, and then she'll be like, that's a lot of bass, Ryan. I don't. But
I think you need to bring the bass down.
Yeah. But
no, Mom, that's the point.
Yeah, exactly, Mom. That's the point. Yeah. Yeah. So my parents, they were more acoustic folk. My mom, she played a little bit of the piano, but
and there's something to be said for John Denver. I mean, wonderful songwriter, and for that particular style of music, he was fantastic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I know. I love John Denver, and I would say, though, the biggest thing that that really rubbed off on me was they were big about us all learning music when we were young. And I was fortunate enough to go to a high school where I was able to, high school and middle school where I was able to play in a band, and they had a music program that fostered my musical endeavors.
What did you do in the high school band?
I played this instrument called the mellophone. It's a marching equivalent of a French horn.
Huh.
So,
all right.
Yeah, shout out all my mellophone
I know the
players.
sousaphone, which I love because it reminds me of Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
Right?
Sousaphone's cool.
Yeah, but the mellophone, that's a new one for me, I guess.
So that's what I did for marching, and then French horn was my kind of sitting down horn choir type thing.
So you have a little bit of it, at least, of like sort of traditional music background. Like, can you read music and like that kind of thing?
I can read treble clef very well, but I cannot read. I used to be able to read piano really well, but now I just pretty much play everything by ear. So it's just like my music reading skills have decreased in the past. As my production skills have increased, my music reading skills have decreased tenfold. So
interesting. All right, cool. All right, so how long have you actually been creating your own stuff with? Okay, so there's a piece of equipment in front of you. We might as well do a little bit of a gearhead thing right now.
Yeah.
I always say it would be cool if we had a video feed in here at the same time as we're doing the radio show, and that's not that far out of the technological scope these days. So maybe that's something we can put on the list. But at any rate, DJ Sunbear has a really cool sort of dual turntable looking thing, with a whole bunch of knobs and flashing lights and buttons and things, and interfaces with thumb drives, and it must be a very sophisticated computer, actually.
No, it is.
Tell us a little bit about what you're using there.
So this right here is an XDJ XZ. That is what the Pioneer XDJ XZ, that's the controller's name. Yeah, I know. It sounds like a Star Wars airplane.
I know. I really mean it.
No, it's cool. It's cool though. It has all of these different buttons that all do something extremely specific.
And as a quick side note, Pioneer made the best or at least among the best turntables for traditional
Yeah, for
LPs.
turntablists, yeah.
You know, back in the 60s, 70s, whatever. My dad was an audiophile, and I inherited a whole bunch of albums from him when he passed away. And I've come to really have an appreciation for the older gear from that maybe 50 years ago or so. But Pioneer has been pioneering this type of stuff for many decades.
Yeah.
So very cool that they're still doing it.
I love Pioneer gear.
Is this considered like sort of state of the art sort of thing?
Yeah, I would consider this like club standard. The biggest club standard are like individual decks called CDJs, and you have like a central mixing station. You have your CDJs that all plug in, you root it. This is basically the equivalent of that. It can operate as a standalone controller, but it's easier to transport. So I can take this to all of my like club gigs, but it also plays off of thumb drive, which a lot of new controllers that are completely digital nowadays, you have to have a laptop. I like playing off of my thumb drive just because it's easy and like, well, some people it's harder, but I like it just because it's like it's controlled. It like focuses me in.
Okay, so what, for example, is on the thumb drive what's on there that is being now incorporated into your actual live thing that you're doing?
Yeah, so I have a whole bunch of songs that I have made and songs that I've received from friends and songs that I have downloaded off of like Beatport and record pools and that type of thing. And so basically what I'm doing is these songs are being routed into either deck. I'm mixing them. I'm adding effects live. And then my end goal eventually at some point, I want to incorporate live piano instrumentation as well.
Cool.
I'm experimenting a lot with that right now with one of my good friends.
You mean actually put a band together sort of behind it?
Yeah. Well, yes and no. Kind of like solo, but also, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to I understand. You'd like to have some live accompaniment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Very cool. All right. Let's wrap up the equipment thing here.
Yeah.
You have you said there are two decks.
Yeah.
And so that's so you can blend things together and actually move seamlessly between pieces, that kind of thing? Or?
Exactly. And you can, like, as DJing has developed in the electronic community, now it's like there are these things called tricks, which are basically just doing like doubles, mixing tracks, playing two tracks at the same time, or like chopping up heavier drops. So it's like something people have heard of, but it's the DJ's take on it, and it's like it can be cool to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's different styles with it. And then there's DJs who just do complete blends, which is just playing one track and then another track over it, blending the two into one another.
All right.
So yeah.
But as from a creative standpoint, though, you can do a lot of things with
so much
with this
so
thing here.
much. Yeah,
right? How long have you been working with this particular instrument? I guess I'll call it.
Yeah. So I've been working with this specific gear. I've had this for about a little under 2 years, and then in terms of like DJing in general, just mixing, that's 3 years now, 4 years, and then production's 5 years. So
okay,
yeah.
All right, you mentioned something to Pete before he left about like an intro, a nice introductory sort of piece of equipment if somebody wanted to get in it.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a great band name. What was it?
FLX4, the FLX4.
FLX4.
Yeah, if anyone, get the FLX4 and then make that your DJ name.
Right.
That would be sick.
All right, cool. Let's. You want to play another one for us? Let's
sure.
have another one, and then we'll come
Yeah.
back. We'll come back. We'll talk a little bit more about the scene and what it's like in St. Louis and some of your collaborators and modern day influences, people that are still doing stuff. And then I'm looking at the clock here. We've got Ryan's going to boogie out of here around 5:20 or so. So normally around the top of the hour we would set him loose and let him play for 30 or 40 minutes, but we're going to do that a little bit earlier today, maybe 4:45 or so. So let's play one here. We'll come back. We'll talk a little bit more, and then we'll let you do a little set for us. All right?
Yeah, just as a little bit of introduction for this track, I'm experimenting with some techno influences. So this is a little bit different from the other two tracks that I played, but it's cool and unique.
All right, very cool. Once again, Ryan Sellers, a.k.a. DJ Sun. If people want to find you out there, it's a good time to give you information once.
Yeah, so follow me on Instagram, dj.sunbear is my Instagram handle. yeah, that's the best place you can reach me, see me. And yeah, my SoundCloud also is Sunbear, and Spotify is Sunbear.
Yeah.
So yeah, just look up Sunbear. Look, my most recent song, Dust to Dawn. Yeah, if you look up Sunbear and Dust to Dawn, you should be able to find me.
Right on. All right, here we go. Another one from DJ Sunbear. You listen to it live this afternoon on KOPN Columbia. It's Open Mic Radio.
International arrivals are much more restricted once you arrive and step off the aircraft. It's very difficult to perform.
Yeah. How cool. All right, DJ Sunbear with us. Ryan Sellers in the studio. All right, tell me about that. Is that another new track?
Yeah, so this one also unreleased. I actually only have one track out right now. But I was showing you earlier, I have like a whole I have like 23 unreleased songs on my USB right now, and those are just ones that I can play out. I have probably like over 40 like ideas and other stuff. Just
okay. So let's talk a little bit about writing and how you. Clearly, you're writing a lot because you've got a lot of material here that you have just with you this afternoon. But do you have a process?
Yes. I kind of have a process. Generally, like I'll sit down and I'll start with one component. So like maybe that's the drums, maybe that's the keys, maybe that's like I found this cool sample, like this cool vocal that I want to work with. And I'll kind of develop it from there. And like a lot of musicians, they'll have this whole drawn out, like very specific process that they follow when they're making a song.
Right.
And it creates very good, consistent output. But I kind of like letting the song almost like form itself in a way, because then I can really like take it whatever direction it wants to go.
So you don't have an agenda kind of setting off.
Exactly.
With it. Yeah.
Sometimes I'll have like, if it's a remix in particular and I like know that I want it to be, I'll play a track later that is kind of an example of that. It's like I know where I want it to go in the beginning.
Right.
Then I can make it but in that way. But a lot of times I almost think it's better, especially if it's like original creative stuff like this, the past two tracks that I played, if I just let the song make itself in a way.
All right. Do you have plans to release more material, I guess? I mean, I imagine, right?
Yeah, of course. This whole next, I'm only 22 years old, so I have like, I have a lot of time just to focus on making sure.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people don't realize that. I mean, people say life is short, and yes, but it isn't that short.
Yeah, there's time.
There's time. You got time. Don't get too ahead of yourself.
There's benefits. I think there's a lot of benefit in almost letting things happen naturally, not trying to force things. If you get to a phase with your music career too fast where you're not ready for it, like let's say I released a song like 3 years ago that just blew up, and like all of a sudden now there's like this, magnifying glass on me, but I'm not at the state as a producer to actually be that successful, and like the ideas that I will have in 3 years are going to be completely different, and it's not going to be the artist direction I initially wanted. So I have faith that it's like
it's a great way to look at it. It's a really good take. I like it. Where do you get inspiration from? I mean, that's a very broad sort of question, but
I love it though.
But where do you come up with ideas, and is it just real world experience or what?
So, a combination of things. I draw a lot of and it may not sound like it, but I draw a lot of inspiration from nature. Like going out. And,
no, it does. In the first couple tracks, I almost hear rain in the background and things. Definitely very natural sounds.
Okay, yeah. Exactly. That's actually, so that rainy sound, it's actually interesting. That comes from, I basically found this noise sample, and then I took the noise sample and did all of this processing, added flangers, did all of this weird erosion processing to it to get that sound. But
cool.
That's a side note. But yeah, back to inspirations. I also, I was just in Europe for a month. I made some money from an internship, and I was like, I'm going to spend all my money and go travel, around Europe.
Good for you.
But it was awesome because I saw so many different things that I'd never experienced before. This is my first time out of the country. So I was like,
no, it's a huge deal. And I don't think people take it seriously enough to see, I mean, going to Europe, you experience a whole bunch of different types of people, different cultures, whatever. That's just Europe. We got this. I mean,
the whole world,
and there's so many different things and different types of people and different ideas and different realities, really.
Yeah.
It's the more of that you can take in, the better off you are, because it'll make you a more complete person, and you'll definitely understand the world better than you did previously. So yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
Did you see some music and stuff over there while you?
Oh yeah.
I mean, the EDM scene in Europe is actually maybe more intense than it is here in the U.S. or no?
In
I lived
some ways,
in Germany for a few years, and
it's insane.
But this was back in like the late '80s, and but it was a big deal back then.
Yeah, I would say it's bigger and smaller and different genres are more popular. Like techno is really big out there. Garage, lots of like more faster and harder. Harder is in like, I don't know, hardcore techno, that type of thing is more popular out there. Whereas like in the States, the harder stuff is like dubstep. House music is really big here. And it's interesting too, because it's like house music was started in Chicago and then went overseas and it developed more. Same thing with garage and Detroit style techno and that type of thing started here in the States. And then when it went over to Europe, it turned into something completely different, something beautiful, super cool stuff. And so, yeah, like when I was over there in Germany in particular, the sounds there, like in these clubs, they make you cover up your phone and everything, and they make you go in and like, you just see everyone in the moment going crazy for this like kick drum. And it's like, obviously it's more than a kick drum, but to like what someone who isn't as experienced with it would hear, it'd just be like a kick drum. It's like, but everyone's just going feral dancing to it. And it was such a unique thing to see. And it really, like that last track that I made, I started it before I went over, but I finished it. And that last part where you said that this is very like hypnotizing in a way. Like that's kind of the influence from that, is like that hypnotic techno trance sound.
Very, very, very interesting. Are you, obviously you record all your stuff yourself. You don't need to go to a studio. You are your own studio.
Yeah.
When you we chatted a little bit about this off the air, but when you release material in this particular genre of music, it doesn't seem to be sort of album style stuff.
No,
it's different, I'm thinking.
Yeah, it is. It is. You are, yeah. Usually it's just, I mean, it makes sense to release singles in the beginning for multiple reasons, just because you allow yourself multiple opportunities to like promote it, and you can promote it for longer. You also, like, a lot of times you think of these songs not in like as a collective, but kind of individually. But I don't know, I'm seeing a lot of artists now though releasing many more EPs and LPs and longer length releases, which I kind of like. Eventually I would love to release an EP, and I kind of have ideas that I'm working towards it, but it's singles in the beginning for sure.
All right. Okay. Quickly, before we got a few more minutes here, so let's talk about a few more things. So, how about venues? What's the appetite for the stuff that you do out there in St. Louis or wherever? I mean, are there venues available for you to perform, and are people digging it?
100%. There's a strong, devoted underground scene in St. Louis, Columbia, Kansas City as well. But the venues that I really like playing at for this style, Mississippi Underground's really cool for that. Obviously in Columbia, Rose Music Hall, Blue Note, when they're bringing in EDM acts, those are fun to open up for. And now even in like clubs, you can sneak stuff in, like Harpo's Columbia, where I had residency for a few years. Like,
you did a bunch of shows there back in the day.
A whole bunch of stuff out there, and you can really get heavy with it if you do it in the right way. But when it's this pure underground electronic sound, the biggest venues for that I would say are like Mississippi Underground, or they're bringing in like an artist like Tape B or like Subtronics or something like those. When that's coming to town, there's usually afters around that and other stuff. Right. And nothing beats your friend's kitchen as well.
Right. We were talking about friends also off the air, and there's a guy named Nick Myers who goes by Dr. Awkward.
Dr. Awkward.
And he's sort of an old friend of mine as well, and his dad's a good friend of mine. But Nick in a professional sense on the music side.
Exactly.
You guys are sort of our peers, I guess. So.
Yeah. No, he taught me so much about DJing, mixing, and just like advice with this space, navigating this. Super great dude who really...
Where's Nick these days?
He still DJs. He was actually DJing Social Room last night, but he still DJs Harpo's, Social Room, other places around.
Yeah, he's still here around in Columbia. Yeah,
still around here in Columbia. He really taught me a lot about what I know today and what I try to pass on to other people that I try and mentor. going forward. So, yeah, it's important to pass on, like, a lot of this knowledge and stuff is like kind of reserved. You don't really know about what it takes to actually like get gigs like this out when you're outside of it. But once you're inside, it's like there's all this information that's important to know.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of not gatekeeping things. I think this industry needs less gatekeepers, not more. So
I think the whole world does.
yeah, exactly. 100%.
All right, I appreciate it. Okay, cool. So let's play some music, all right?
Yeah.
I'm going to leave your mic on so you can kind of chime in whenever you want, like in between things if you want.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But otherwise, I'm just going to let people know we've got DJ Sunbear with us, and it's KOPN Columbia, and Open Mic Radio 4 to 6 p.m. on Saturdays. Ryan was here 6-9 months ago or something like that. I forget there was a gig in town. Was it?
Yeah, there was the Soulshine Reverie contest, and shout out to Blake Gardner and the Farmers who won that. Great band, super nice people. I met them.
Great friends actually.
Yeah, they're
mine.
awesome.
And in fact, Blake is playing this afternoon down at Cooper's for the Biscuits, Beats and Brew.
Oh, nice.
Festival, along with a bunch of other really cool bands today and tomorrow, and actually started last night. So maybe when Ryan finishes up here, we'll have a little bit of time toward the end of the program, and I'll go over some of the things that are happening around town, including some of the acts that are performing out there at Cooper's over the next couple of days. All right. So once again, DJ Sunbear, you can find him online pretty much like that. Just look for DJ Sunbear or Sunbear, I guess, alone on Spotify, that type of thing. But we're going to hear him in his element here. So
Let's do it.
Let him do it. All right. Open Mic
Awesome.
Radio, KOPN Columbia.
Big shell of one. Tell them I'ma got a new song. Love stepping. Enough shell of be setting. Big shell of one. Tell them I'ma got a new song. Dub stepping. Enough shall us be setting. When man say select up, pull it, man best pull it. I don't wanna have to run up and go and do it. See me in the shubbing, on the mic cooking. Man, I'm chef and beat cooking. Sweet like pudding, God I'm looking. Spit one verse, attention from woman. What could it be? My boss is hit different, so nah, don't pull it. My boss of them slewing. But if I do it, man best pull it. Enough man, I run up, my man screaming and pull it. See me in the shubbing, on the mic cooking. Man, if we chef and beat cooking. Sweet like pudding, God I'm looking. Spit one verse, attention from woman. What could it be? My boss is hit different, so nah, don't pull it. My boss of them slewing. It's the same old rhythm. Killer man drilling. When OTA trapping to sing it. How many man bubble bang is techie? You know them bars that be bait when they say it. All of my lyrics are the realest, what it's known as. No man, I kill any rhythm. Pepper then sizzle, stand up grilling. Day and time, pen game is it illest. I'm a song rap killer. MC filler, suns out, bust clouds, everything chiller. Got the deck, chairs out, ganja. See the ink conjure when I say rolls on the rhythms. Sound that's a car, real slew antics. Wu-Tang man, a man got the styles and the method. See man pepper, salt for the hanger, beef for the beat. My team's never jamming. My stead love flexing, my pencil's lavish. I spit any genre when the vibe slaps. And if a man wanna diss my pen, then I'ma go draw for the Liverpool cannon pattern. Leave all crosses out and abandon. I ain't never got no time for the western unless man's frassing. We're friends on a gassing. Them times there go scarce, can we working? Trying to boost it so our bank's got balance. Taking the trips, man, I gotta put the work in the miles. If I wanna see my targets hit back boards for the bank or swish like Allen. Ray gotta act on my vision when shelling and raised like my Call of Duty's Black Ops. So tell a man's fully hands on. I'll pull up and shut down a raid, my selectors pulling. Shell it and bookings. Enough man, I run up a man, I screaming and pull it. See me in the shubbing, on the mic cooking. Man, if we chef, I'm beat cooking. Sweet like pudding, God them looking. Spit one verse, attention from woman. What could it be? My boss is hit different, so nah, don't pull it. My boss of them slewing. But if I do it, man, best pull it. I don't wanna have to go up and go and do it. See me in the shubbing, on the mic cooking. Man, if we chef, I'm beat cooking. Sweet like pudding, God them look. Spit one verse, attention from woman. What could it be? My boss is hit different, so nah, don't pull it. My boss of them slewing.
Creo que estoy haciendo
Step on the stage and I'm feeling brave. Everyone screaming, drums and a bass, bag of vibes got make me feeling great. Might just stay in the mic till my clips all sprayed. Tell a man yes, hella bars in my brain. Memory crash, I'm a star for the rain. Let the drop come through, everybody's on stage. Show me.
We're ready for you. Shh. You gotta hush. You gotta hush, baby. You gotta hush. You gotta
Nah, these things can't do it like us. Don't even know why they're bothering, mate. If you're still out here getting on stuff, that's cause you ain't never got in my way. Course I walk with a knife and fork. Truth be told, I got a lot on my plate. Mate, I'm bringing these vibes with force. Gatekeepers better lock up their gates. Every show was a mad ting. I don't check in cause I'm tapped in. Think we can't lock a dance off. We break dance like a backspin. Turn the rave to a mosh pit. Bitch bash bosh and it's happening. Whole place get mashed up. Sound boy get dashed in. Roll doing damage. Rage on the stage, mate. Bro, been a savage. Murder on the dance floor. Rave in a panic. Jump into the crowd like, mate, yeah, let's have it. Yeah, let's have it. That's lays up the verse. Sound boys laid in a hearse. That's dub plates in the dirt. That's dub plates in the dirt. Blaze up the verse. Sound boys laid in a hearse. That's dub plates in the dirt. That's dub plates in the dirt. Dub plates in the dirt.
it's mental. Jealousy spreads in the air, one peace of mind where the sounds oriental. When my heart's not feeling revengeful, I put on for the scene, it's essential. I do 10 toes when I pull up in central. BBC one extra and kiss. Sheleton squares on a rise like Kentish. North London to the end, my friend. Sheleton square that I want it with 10. Nobody's safe from way back when I was letting man know it was me, not them. It's North London to the end, my friend. Sheleton square that I want it with 10. Nobody's safe from way back when I was letting man know it was me, not them. On a late one doing up shisha. Sometimes star boys get a breather. It's about 15 for the feature. I'm a rider and doesn't get cheaper. And my enemies will stay eager. The top 5 see me as a leader. I'm on job so I come with a heater. It's my song, say bang through the speaker. I'm outside, not inside. Inside my mind, I think outside the box. That's why I don't stay inside. I'm busy, my passport's been outside. Up, down, left, right, so many turns. Side of the cross protect me from germs. Headline boy getting confirmed. Haters hate, but they never learn. From the T side, so I stay top tier. You can ask President T about here. Now they're looking at me like it's not fair. We can do a space, we still gotta compare. And I shut down shows and I disappear. Then come back again, I am not sincere. He's a DMB boy, he's a gripe MC. Same as I get low when I stay clear. I ain't gonna tell me that I'm not there, cause I weren't in mode, I was in Edgeware. I don't wanna hear no chat. All I ever hear is a load of cap. Done it on heat and I've done it on axe. Relegate who, but where are they at? Man wanna force up to a stray bullet. Word to Fat Joe when I'm leaning back.
strong enough. You're truly amazing. You're there when I'm in pain. Thank you for my. Thank you for my. Thank you for my. Thank you for my. Explain to the others. You can show and obey. Control and out it of you. To the others. Complete and pain. Explain to the others. You can show and obey. Control and out it of you. Complete and pain. In my thoughts, I put the return. In my thoughts, I put the return. In my thoughts, I put the return. In my thoughts, I put the thank you for my. Thank you for my friend. Thank you for my.
All right. I love it.
That was good.
All right, we're just about top of the hour here. Actually, a tick or so over. KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time jibber jabbering. I do want to ask Ryan where DJ Sunbear came from. How did you choose that name as your moniker?
It's actually really funny because I used to be this chubbier kid, and so my brothers would always make fun of me. I'm not chubby anymore, but my brothers would always make fun of me, and they'd be like, you look like a Sunbear, Ryan. And so I made that my Xbox gamer tag.
Sunbear.
I made that my Xbox gamer tag when I was a kid. And I don't know, it's always resonant. I like it just because it's like
It's a
unique.
happy, great
it's happy.
name. Yeah,
You know, I
love it.
play some hard stuff, but ultimately, at the end of the day, like I'm just trying to. What I feel when I'm making this music, I want other people to feel that when they're listening.
Well,
the
if-
euphoria.
If you could see us in the studio here, we're really enjoying ourselves. It's just a great
yeah.
vibe.
No, it's vibes all the way.
And just wonderful stuff. So we're going to get right back to it here. DJ Sunbear with us, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. My name is Mike. This is Open Mic Radio. Find him online, DJ Sunbear, okay? We'll get right back to it.
160. The plumbing number 6 on my bitch at a 160. The plumbing number 6 on my 160. The plumbing number 6 on my bitch at a 160. The plumbing number 6 on my.
Come in! Now look at me, Selassie, I know. I'm gonna boss this here, the world of truth. Selassie, I know that. Now we take our steps, and now we are.
All right, how about that, huh? Mr. Ryan Sellers, a.k.a. DJ Sunbear. Outstanding, right?
Wow, incredible.
C-Lark, what do you think? Grab that mic, dude.
That is... that's some of the best sound I've heard live. Someone being in front of me and putting their energy into something. That's simply incredible.
Yeah, very, very cool.
Very thankful.
Thank you. I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, all right. So he's on the way out of here.
I got to bug out. But
we will quickly once again say thank you to DJ Sunbear.
Thank you.
And online, once again, very easy to find him. DJ Sunbear, Sunbear without the DJ on Spotify. But Instagram, I think DJ.Sunbear or something like that or whatever.
Yes, sir.
Easy enough to find you, right?
Easy enough.
All right. Well, let's see. I got... Let me ask you a couple. Let me ask you one more quick thing, because I highlighted a question here on my list. Oh, so future shows. You have things coming up that you want to chat about real quick?
Yeah. So I kind of take gigs as they pop up. I have some stuff in the works that I'm not going to particularly announce yet, but always look out for me. If you're on my Instagram, check my stories. I'll post usually a couple of days before I go DJ somewhere. We play fast and loose. And then in terms of other great bass events in St. Louis, Columbia, there's a cool underground rave that Memo's putting on. Shout out Memo, Mizzou Electronic Music Organization.
All right,
super
cool.
Great group.
Right on.
In St. Louis, also shout out Downright Events. They're always throwing super cool stuff. Tonight, they're throwing a show that I'm going to enjoy. Peekaboo, John Casey, and Abo are the headliners.
All right.
Some great headliners. And then they have a couple of shows coming up in Halloween, Lumaween, as well as the days after. Yeah, they got Maddie O'Neill. Let me pull up this real quick just to give them the shout out. Yeah, E-Prom, Easy Bake, Distinct Motive, Chef Boyardee Beats, Mickman, The Whittler, KLO. Chef Boyardee Beats is awesome. I love his name too. Yeah. Maddie O'Neill, the homie. Love Maddie O'Neill. Super nice woman.
Yeah, in fact, we talked a little bit about Maddie I think before, right? Like she...
I opened up for her about a year ago. Got to know her a little bit. Send her tracks every once in a while. And yeah, super great artist. Very down to earth. Wouldn't know when the way that she carries herself, you wouldn't know that she has, over 100,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, but because she's just so down to earth, chill. Like, let's go to sushi, Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Well, dude, thanks again for doing
of course.
it.
Thank you.
Be careful getting back home and we'll catch up with you on the flip side here. All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. DJ Sunbear with us for the last hour and a half or so. Really thrilled to have him in the house. He was visiting, I don't know, half a year ago or so, and we decided to try to get him here for a show, and we did. So I'm going to play sort of some stuff that's really not typical for this program because I'm just so hooked on the Felice brothers right now. So I'm going to play a few songs from them, and then we'll hand it off to Rashumba and Reggae Party coming at you from 6 o'clock until 8 o'clock. All right? Okay, this is, once again, the Felice brothers and a song that's called Love Me Tenderly. KOPN Columbia Open Mic Radio.
I might have lost my leg in the war. What war? The war of love. My girl's a real shark. I'm not gonna try to debate it. Not everybody's perfect. My baby told me, darling, if you can't get a pardon, better get a parole. I told her I'll be out by the morning when the sun is dawning with a money roll. Ooh, that gal's the gal for me. She loves me tenderly. I walk with my brand new slacks and my hair slicked back down to Donnie's Pier. dime sack and a diamond watch. Wouldn't you like that? A bottle of gin, a typewriter and a violin. Wouldn't you like that? Whoa! James Felice on the piano. Real talent. All right, Jimmy, that's enough. Let's wrap it up. Ooh-wee, that gal's the gal for me. She loves me tenderly. I left my blue-eyed lady and went with Tony Mercedes to the gambling ring. I lost my diamond watch, but in the parking lot I took it back again. Oh man, you got to understand, she loves me tenderly. A bottle of scotch, a dime sack and a diamond watch. Wouldn't you like that? A bottle of gin, what? A typewriter and a violin. Wouldn't you like that? A sunny day, a shotgun and a Chevrolet. Wouldn't you like that? A painted scene of horses on a city green. Wouldn't you like that? A microwave, a pillbox and a jack of spades. Wouldn't you like that? I just got in from town. The news is all around. Oh, push I come to shove down at Madam Plum. Oh, the ice is about to break, and the pigs are on the take, and they're marching to the beat of Madam's drum. Oh, the barber, he's all smiles. He's from the British Isles, but his razor's sharp as hell, and he knows it well. He's driving to the docks from an office in the Bronx. He could make your life a living hell. Run, chicken, run. Don't you lose your step, or the cat got out the bag. You better keep your sense. Breathe, chicken, breathe. Don't you lose your breath. Chickens don't get no life after death. Well, down on Baker Street, that's where the women get down and really move their feet to the line dance. The Cotton Eye Joe, Virginia rag, and the Zydeco. But the girl with almost seats, and she runs down Baker Street with a pipe bomb in the long and windy snow. She's a very sensitive lady. She's always at the breaking point. she's always on her guard. She's the fairest of them all. She loves her Adderall. She's kicking out the windows of your car. Run, chicken, run. Don't you lose your step. Or the cat got out the bag. You better keep your sense. Breathe, chicken, breathe. Don't you lose your breath. Chickens don't get no life after death. Now Madeline's mama is all in a panic, 'cause her husband's sad and he's a bad mechanic, and he's always mad and he's manic depressive, and the clothes he wears are torn. What? Let the brass band play. Let them soothe your blues away. Let the fiddle serenade you. Find a shady place to lay. Run, chicken, run. Don't you lose your step. Or the cat got out the bag. You better keep your sense. Breathe, chicken, please. Don't you lose your breath. Chickens don't get no life after death.
All right, a couple there from one of my favorite bands. They're called the Felice Brothers, and I it's more of a guideline than a rule that I have to play local regional music. Okay, they're from the Bronx, but but that's okay. All right, I will play some more. Actually, this is not local regional stuff, but it is very original and not at all popular. A friend of mine, I mentioned once in a while that I used to live in Germany. Well, I have some friends that are still there, and a few of them listen to the radio program, and a couple of them are actually musicians. As a side note, I used to play in a band back in the late 80s in down in Munich way, called the Clams. And it was me and these two English dudes and another, well, I'm an American, but a German guy and two English guys and me. And we had a great time for a few years playing the club scene down there south of Munich. And anyway, this is a man whose name, I'll just call him Shane, but he sent me a few songs not that long ago, and they're kind of along the line of the stuff that Ryan, the DJ Sunbear, was just playing. So I'll give it a go here, and I've only sort of previewed these briefly, but hopefully there's nothing nasty in there, and you can enjoy them. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Let's see here. This program is brought to you by donations from our listeners and by Socket, a locally owned internet, phone, and telecommunications provider. Socket provides residential billing with no hidden fees, contracts, or data caps. More information about Socket is available at socket.net or by calling 1-800-SOCKET-3. Socket, unusually good internet, unusually good service. I love reading that one because I can always say unusually good radio right afterwards. It's KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM, and this is a friend of mine from Germany. Check this one out.
forbi. Tiden fordriver ned ad rulle. Lyse kruser på øjnenes vanvid. Gaderne de slår et farvel, mens flimrende bjerge roliger dit sind. Bliver dem mørkt, der hvor tiden står stille. Eller har du nu en blændende evighed? Har du glemt mig nu? Har solen brændt minder nu? Støvet har lagt sig på dit liv. Alt det du vil for at vise, hvad du mener. Du fik et par nye fødder, de der små og fine, så du kunne gå over vand, for hvorhen du ville. Mon du satte nogle spor. Er der stolthed et sted på din danske tunge? Nej, du har sgu aldrig været patriot. Hele verden er dit land. Åh, du lille menneske. Og du er næsten klar. Moden den er også lidt dukket.
Wow, cool. That's the first time I heard that all the way through. So I'm going to play a couple more of those from my pal Shane. This comes from the southern part of Germany down there in Bavaria. Yeah. All right. Bavaria cool. Ah. All right, hold on a second. Now, this one is called, it's called Shame, as opposed to Shane, who is the producer. KOPN Columbia. It's Open Mic Radio.
When you rise, the sun comes up. You come alive, but just so much. You give your thanks, it's not enough. It's a shame about love. You lost your mind, you lost your touch. You're broken and you're busted. You tried and tried, you fucked up. It's a shame about love. You look more knocked down than you look got up. You're looking down on your luck from above. It ain't no joke, it never was. It's a shame about love. 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 Get out of here, ghost. Stop living inside of me. I have given up hope. I have given up everything. Get out of here, ghost. Get out of this house. I will not pick you up again. I am not coming down. Get out. Get out of here, ghost. You got nothing on me. Home does not exist no more. It is just like everything else. Get out of here, ghost. 'Cause I can't go on like this. This is the way it goes. This is the way it is. You cannot see me if I do not show you.
Wow, 3 really cool songs from a friend of mine in southern Germany. Thank you, Shane. Appreciate that. Come visit us, and we'll do it live here at the station. All right. Okay, it's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM, and we're gonna wrap it up here. I think it's about time for Mr. Rashumba to join us here and bring you some roots rock reggae music, and he'll be doing it from 6 o'clock till 8. Stick around after that, 8 to 11. Blues on Broadway. Hey, Clark, do me a favor. You see on the bulletin board there on the far left, there's like a blue one that's behind the white one. That's like there's like a jazz fest, or no, like a blues jam or something going on. What is this? Okay. Blues in the Park. This is what I wanted, yes. Blues in the Park, October 6th, 2024. I guess that's tomorrow. 1 to 4 p.m. at Memorial Park. In Jeff City, 115 West Main Street. Cool. I don't know if they're closing off the street or whatever, but anyway, Joe Lewis Band, Megan Boyer Band, Buddha Blue, who performed actually at the Bud's Blues and Barbecue Festival a few weeks ago. That was cool. Those guys are great, and I think maybe Sharif is involved with that as well, because he sent me a note earlier about that. But anyway, shout out to T. Sharif, and check that out tomorrow if you got any reason to be down there, or if you have nothing else going on. Check out the Blues in the Park tomorrow afternoon, 1 o'clock till 4, Memorial Park down in Jeff City. Okay? All right, cool. Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. DJ Sunbear, thank you very much. He was fantastic. Check him out, all right? I'm glad he's doing it. Hopefully more from him in the future. Next week, we are off the air next week. We'll have Big Cat Matt and a Rockabilly Corner. The 19th, Telepathy Club, a band I've been really looking forward to having on the program for quite some time. Telepathy Club on the 19th of October. Chase Thompson. That's a name familiar to some people if you've been around here for a while, but Chase, real talented guy, has been doing lots of things in the arts for many, many years. He'll be here with us on the 26th. The Diddy Wah Daddies, another one I've been waiting for quite some time. That's on the 2nd of November. Lots of cool stuff coming over the next weeks and months, so join us, all right? My email address, mikehagan@mikehagan.com. The website, same thing, mikehagan.com. Podcast is there if you want to get it. Send me music. Get in touch if you'd like to appear on the program. All right. What do you think, Clark? Good?
I feel good. Let's go.
All right. You've been listening to Open Mic Radio right here on KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. I hope you all have a great rest of the weekend. Be cool to yourself. Be cool to other people out there. Stick around once again for Rosh Shimba and a reggae party. And we'll catch y'all in a couple weeks, all right? Cheers.
Ready